Alrighty, so today we're going to be playing some more Branded. So Branded is going to be, I'm pretty sure, going to be the best deck of the upcoming format in January. It's not getting any hits on the ban list. All of its top tier competitors are getting slashed to bits. So I really do think Branded's going to be up there on a level of its own. There are going to be other decks to cover some ground that the other decks leave behind. I think Mathmech in particular is going to become exceptionally powerful. I think Mannadium's a really good contender. I have some Mannadium content coming up over the next couple of days. But there's a lot of decks that are going to try and fill that void. But the fact that the void is being created just means the Branded is going to take a step further away from everything else in terms of its viability. And it really is just hard to compare to anything else. It's just an exceptionally powerful strategy. And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to go over a couple of replays first, some just sort of basic replays, show off some of the combos, show off some gameplay, and then at the end of the video we're going to do 1 or 2 live duels in the video as well, just so you can see me piloting it live, making decisions, seeing good hands, bad hands, that sort of thing. It's a deck that I've been playing around with a lot. I'm not going to pretend to be the best player in Master Duel at using Branded, but it is a deck I really enjoy playing. I do actually genuinely enjoy using Branded, which may be a cardinal sin to some people, I guess, because people are sick of it. But I like it. I think it's fun. So anyway, we're going to dive in. We're going to do some replays. We're going to go over, do some live gameplay as well. Then we'll do a small deck profile at the end. Nothing major because we already broke it down like a week ago. I'll link that video towards the end as well. But we are going to go over it in a little bit of detail towards the end. But first, let's get into the gameplay. If you're interested in this style of content or anything else that we do on the channel, you can, of course, subscribe to catch it as it comes out. And let me know down below if you guys prefer replay style content or live gameplay style content. You know, so I know different people favor different things, and I sort of want to see what everyone is up to. So feel free to leave comments down below letting me know which of the two you prefer. I'm going to stop tripping over my words like a fucking moron, and I'm going to get into game number 1. Alright, so this game is going to show off sort of your basic turn 1 combo, what it is you're looking to actually do, and it turns out to be quite a vicious matchup, I'm not going to lie. We are going to go spring into kit, grabbing of course our Branded Fusion, that's what you'll love to see. We shuffle back Ecclesia here. Now, I was really up in the air at the time of the replay, because you could have shuffled back the Magnomet and maybe kept the Ecclesia for the end of turn. Which would also have been a very viable strategy as well, and maybe even better given the circumstances, but I decided to keep the Magnomet. We are going to go into Albion here off the Branded Fusion, then Albion's going to use its effect to fusion some of the game. We're going to banish the kit as well as the Fallen of Albaz to go into the Lebellion. Now we're going to go Lebellion's effect. Lebellion here discarding the Magnomet, shuffling back to summon out Mirror Jade the Iceblade Dragon before tributing off Albion to bring out Lebellion, the Bestial Lebellion here. The Bestial Lebellion then playing Branded Lost from the deck. Now again, this could have been anything. We chose Lost at the time because I didn't want them to interfere with like Albaz next turn, but the Branded Beast would also have been a very viable option here. We're going to go Retribution, add Branded Fusion to hand, just so that we can use Albion to grab Branded Opening and discard the Branded Fusion, using Branded Opening in our end phase so we can summon this guy out to the field. The Quem sending Fallen of Albaz to grave. And this is kind of sort of like what you're looking at for a turn 1. This could have been Branded Beast, but at the same time, Branded Lost is still really good in combination with our Fallen of Albaz. So we have our non-targeting banishment. We could have had our pop as well. We have our super poly from grave because of Quem. So we can fusion summon out any of these really powerful fusion monsters. We've got our Ash, we've got Droll, all that fun stuff. And we've got a crazy amount of follow-up as well. So overall, really solid board. Our opponent here, however, is not going to go down without a fight. They're going to grab the Pantera directly from their deck to their hand. We're going to go Droll and Lockbird to shut them down. They're going to go Pantera now. Pantera summoning underneath our Lost, of course, using its effect, revealing Earth and Fire. Seems to be a Tri-Brigade Vanquish Soul deck, which is very interesting. Or maybe it's just a Tri-Brigade deck that's playing Pantera. That is also very possible. They're going to try to go for Kit's effect in grave to try and mill in Nerval. We're going to nip that one in the bud real quick, and we're also going to use Mirror Jade's effect to banish their Nerval. Again, my thinking at the time was I want to shut down the potential of them going into their Link 2, into the Berberum, but they just bring back the... So they just have another Karas. They're going to use Nice Sprite Elf to bring back the Kit. They're going to use Kit to banish 2 from grave. They're going to go into their Ancient Warriors. Now, the Ancient Warriors is going to shuffle back the Fallen of Albaz. Now, they're going to go Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda. We don't actually have a discard in hand, which is the one thing that I didn't I think of at the time whenever I sent Quem or like set up the Fallen of Albaz loop, I accidentally depleted my whole hand, so I don't have something to discard for the Fallen of Albaz. So our Quem, unfortunately, right now isn't the most useful card in the world. They're going to go merge it. It is at this stage I decide to use Quem to bring back Albion, and I do this only to encourage my opponent to get rid of Albion and Quem so I can keep Lebellion on board, and luckily my opponent takes the bait. So they're going to destroy Quem by battle, they're going to banish our Albion, which was sort of the optimal play. But it also means that our Lebellion is still around and can hopefully do stuff. We're going to use its effect. We're going to set up Branded Beast. We're going to go Battle Phase here. They're going to go Sprite Elf, setting up a kit's whatever. We're going to take out Sprite Elf to stop him bringing back his shit. Then we're going to go Branded Beast, using Beast to pop the Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade's end phase effect doesn't affect us at all, of course, because we don't have any monsters. Branded Beast is going to set up Branded Lost on our field for next turn. And at this stage, we're kind of sort of just hoping our opponent can't finish us off this turn, which isn't the greatest display, of course. But we've depleted a lot of our opponent's resources. We're fairly confident that they're not going to be able to beat us in a single turn. They are going to go for Nerval and Kit's effect Engrave. That was a hell of a top deck from them. Versatility is a very powerful card. Kit's going to mill a Mercurier, and then they're going to grab Karass directly from deck to hand. Going for Versatility effect, they're going to use Versatility to summon Fractal, banishing 4 to summon Tri-Brigade Shureg, the Ominous Omen. Ominous Omen then going to banish the Branded Beast from our field. Now they're going to link off into Tri-Brigade Rugal, the Silver, whatever. They're going to go Versatility now, mulligan for 1, draw 1, shuffle 1 back. They're going to go into Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker using its effect, boosting up to, what is that, 6,300 attack points. Now they're going to also search their deck for a card as well, grabbing Tri-Brigade Kit directly from deck to hand. 6,300 is big, but it's not enough to finish us. We're going to go for the Fallen of Albaz using the Rindbrum that we set up last turn. Going for its effect, discarding a card, quick play Fusion Summon into Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. Just like that, Branded Lost grabbing us more Courier. So now it has completely flipped around because of the fact that we sent the Rindbrum during the previous turn exactly for this situation. We were ready for our opponent, and they just didn't see it coming. They just weren't prepared for the Fallen of Albaz to ruin their day. It's that simple. And it's that element of surprise, it's the fact that you can play from anywhere, the fact that you can play with anything is what makes this deck so damn dangerous so long as you play your cards right. A lot of forethought, a lot of planning goes into these types of plays, but the things that this deck is capable of is just insane. So I'm a huge fan. Because of replays and moments like this is what makes me such a huge Branded fan. I really am big into the strategy. Let's get into our second replay before we do some live gameplay. Alright, going second this time. This one's going to be a little bit of a quick one, just showcasing some of the versatility here of the deck. We're going to go Max C. Max C does resolve, and you would think that, okay, well, that's just GG's, because Max C is the best card in the game. And you're right, it is, but they have Droll on this occasion, so we draw 1, and we draw no more. Now, they're going to go into their pink twin here, playing Evil Twins, Live Twins, whatever you want to call it. They're going to bring back blue to go into the blue Evil Twin, then blue Evil Twin, bringing back the pink Evil Twin from the grave. Gonna now link summon into the Trouble Sunny. So Trouble Sunny is a pretty powerful card. I think it's like 2 interruptions built into 1 because it can tribute itself to summon back the blue and the pink from the graveyard. Pink draws a card, blue pops a card, and then it itself has like a shuffle effect as well. So Sunny's a big card. We draw in the Droll ourselves. We're going to go Fusion Deployment here. We know that this is going to get hit with something. We know this isn't going to work, but we want to bait out whatever interruptions our opponent might have. They have the Forbidden Droplet. Wild. Forbidden Droplet dropping a card and negate, of course, our Fallen of Albaz, halving its attack points. That's fine. We knew this wasn't going to resolve. That's a-okay by me. We're going to go Cartesia's effect now. Going to summon a Cartesia out to the field using its effect. That's what he's going to go for this. Now, this is putting us in an awkward spot because we know he's going to bring out 2 monsters, one of which is going to pop something. So we could either try to go into Albion here and have it be popped by our opponent's monster, which wouldn't be the end of the world because we could still use its fusion effect, or what we could do is something slightly different, which is what we opt for. We're going to use now the Cartesia to fusion summon into Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. The Sanctifier Dragon then, of course, is untargetable by card effects, so it resists the blue twin's destruction effect. We're going to shuffle back one of his twins just out of badness. Now we're going to go for Springin's Kit. Kit then going to search our deck for Brand of Fusion, and the rest is history from here on out. We all know exactly what Brand of Fusion does. They draw an extra card off of their Twin Engrave. We go Brand of Fusion, and they go to the fucking Shadow Realm. From Brand of Fusion on, we all know exactly what happens. It's exactly like the last replay. But the Albion coming out then off of the Cartesia shows off some of the versatility that the deck has, and I'm a huge fan of Albion, even though I'm not playing the gimmick Puppet Lock, or any of the locks, really, the Edo Lock, Ra's, Disciple, whatever. Not playing any of that bullshit. Part of what makes me love Branded is how interactive it is, and if I were to play those floodgates, sure, I'd probably win. I might even win more than what I normally do, but I would lose all the fun that I have in playing the deck, because I love the interaction. I love the fact that I can play from anywhere, and if I'm giving you the Gimmick Puppet Lock, then I don't need to play from anywhere. I've already won. You can't play the game. So, not personally a huge fan of that particular strategy, but you do what you want. Let's get into some live gameplay. Already getting into our first game here. Flipping to go second, of course we are. Well, this is technically my second attempt. Again, number one. Our first attempt there was a stun matchup. Not really fun to watch, so we're not going to worry about that one. Instead, we're going to go into Exosisters. They've got the field for it. People like to be thematic. We might actually be looking at some Exo here. Not often you see Exosisters. I mean, it could just be a front, right? It could just be like anything else. It is actually Exo, though. Okay. All right, so in the Exo matchup, you want to save your Ash Blossom for the Marfa. Grabbing the Marfa from the deck. Marfa's pretty fucking strong. Marfa by herself is kind of what makes this deck playable. So ashing the Marfa usually means they can't play the game. Normally. I could be wrong, they may have call by or they don't. Alright, fair enough. So Marfa is definitely the best card in their deck. Like, hands down, far and away. So they may just... Yeah, they may end up settling for not doing very much this turn. Suits me down to the ground. 100%. So we are going to... We're going to go for Fusion Deployment. We're going to set up a Cartesia. The reason we're going Cartesia is if this is like some sort of targeting negation or something like that, we can use our Cartesia to protect our Aliber as it searches our deck, which is the big thing, right? That's what we're after. So we're going to normal summon the Aliber then. Aliber is going to get searching. And now, because we have the Cartesia on field, if we activate something to target it, we can fuse it away before it gets negated or stopped or anything like that. So all is well. So what are we going to do? I guess Brand Diffusion is the obvious choice. We do need to be somewhat careful using Brand Diffusion against this particular opponent, because they will start fucking up my life if they have Vadis face down, and they always do. Oh, they just have Ash Blossom. I guess I deserve that. I ashed their Marfa, they ashed my Brand Diffusion. That seems like an even trade to me. I mean, they still have their Marfa, so it's not quite fair. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go Thrust. Honestly, I'm going to Thrust Hand Rip. Yeah, I'm going to Hand Rip. Oh, Thrust grabs me. Oh, never mind. I'm not Hand Ripping anything. I forgot this isn't talent. That's fine. It doesn't control any monsters, so whatever we grab, we have to set. I'm going to play... there's no sense me grabbing you, right? Okay, so what have we got in the extra X? So we are going to end up Cartesia fusing here. I just need to see what we're fusing into. You'll grab me a Despian monster, that's whatever. All of these only work with the Fallen of Albaz, so I guess we're probably going to end up grabbing the Dusk Dragon, right? Summon out the Dusk Dragon. Wait, where is the Dusk Dragon? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, because I revealed it. It's at the top. Okay. Let's go for the Brightest Blazing King. Again, we might not end up resolving this, especially not right away. But we might, so we'll see. Let's go for Cartesia's effect. We're going to go Cartesia. Let's see what you got. You got something? You got a little something, something? Maybe not. Maybe not. We're going to go for the Dust Dragon's effect. We're going to fuse the Despian Tragedy and Cartesia herself. Tragedy, I don't think we have like a search target for. I think Aliber is the only Despian monster we're playing. I guess it can search Quem. It can search Quem. We have normal summon though. I don't know if searching Quem is actually beneficial for us. So let's go for the Dust Dragon's effect. Let's not go for Tragedy right now. Imperm. Imperm's annoying. Imperm's pretty annoying. But it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. That is fine. Okay. So I'm going to use Tragedy now. Banishing it from the graveyard. We're going to grab ourselves a Brand Diffusion back from grave. You want to chain Vadis to this? He is going to chain Vadis to this. He thinks that's how that works. He thinks that's how that works. That does not how that works, my friend. My card was already banished before your Exosisters were face up, so it doesn't count. If I were banishing for effect, yeah, but I banished his cost, so that doesn't count. Good attempt, though. Good attempt. I appreciate it. Wait, that counts? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Why does that count? Konami, you've lied to me. Konami, you've lied to me. I could have swore that wouldn't work. Well, my life just got a whole lot more feckin' difficult, didn't it? Alright, let's go battle phase, I guess. Let's crash into McCallus. He is, of course, going to banish us. Damn, that's really unfortunate. That's not how I thought that card worked at all. Damn. And then we just lose from here. Shit, well that do be how it is sometimes. Fair enough. He goes into Magnifica. I lose that turn. GG's. There was no counterplay there. I couldn't do anything about that. Fair enough. I fucked up on the tragedy effect. I could have swore that that's not how that works. Learn something new every day. Let's get into another game. Alrighty, let's try this again. This time we do win the coin toss, which is good. So the Exosister matchup was rough. I lost it partially because of my lack of knowledge around that particular ruling. I could have swore that if I paid his cost before they hit the field, that wouldn't have worked, but apparently I was wrong. It just be like that, I guess. This is a pretty solid hand. I do like this hand. Alright. Yeah, we can make this work. We can definitely make this work. See, discard to reveal a card. If you do, add Fallen of Albaz or a monster that enters different deck to hand. Okay. We can make that work. Let's start with Aliber. Just want to see what he's got. Just want to see what's up. What he's got in his hand. If he's got like an Ash Blossom. Ash on the Aliber. That's interesting. That's a bold Ash Blossom right there. That is a bold Ash Blossom. I respect it. Now we're going to go for Branded High Spirits. Got something to say to this one. Max C. So we could, of course, negate that, and I probably will, but what I do want to briefly just think about is, do I need to? Okay, you can discard the revealed monster, and if you do, add Fallen of Albaz or a monster that mentions it. Yeah, I think I will ask that, because we're going to summon at least sort of 2 to 3 times, if not more. So I'd rather just not give him any draws, and summon as much as I like. So that's all good. We still do have a maxi of our own as well, which is nice. So we're going to reveal and drop the Saronir. Going to send Titaniclad from our extra deck to the graveyard. That sets up our Quem for the end phase, which is nice. Now we're going to drop the Saronir and win the game. Alright, cool. I guess that's next game. I guess from his perspective, I can kind of understand why he wouldn't want to play through that. You know, we already sort of went through 2 of the cards in his hand, and he wasn't getting any extra advantage out of it. And from his perspective, we were about to grab Branded Fusion. And yeah, it would have been a tough match. So I guess he just decided he'd rather go into the next one. And you know what? We've all been there. So it's hard for me to judge the man. Interesting hand. We can make this work, though. Let's start with Albion the Shredded Dragon. We're going to send from deck to graveyard a card, obviously. Let us send... So, Mercurier is going to be an interesting one. Maybe we just send a Fallen of Albaz, and then we just Branded in Red Fusion Summon? Question mark? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that, yeah. Drondian Ash Blossom, that's a big draw. That's a very big draw. Let's go Branded in Red. Going to target the Fallen of Albaz. We're going to bring it back to our hand, and then we get the option to Fusion Summon. So we're going to Fusion Summon into a... We could do Lobelion here. I think Lobelion's a pretty decent shout. Yeah, I think Lobelion's fine. So we drop the Albaz, of course, and we drop the Mercurier. Because they get banished, we sort of need to do it that way. And then the Searing Dragon is going to be able to drop our Saronir to get Fusion Summoning, which is nice too. Alright, so we're going to drop the Saronir. Using Mercurier as well, we're going to get Surgeon. Okay, yeah, this is nice. It's real nice. Real nice. I like this. So we've got, well, man, we haven't even normal summon. We have so many options. We could do Kit. I think Kit's really solid. Quim is also, oh, Quim we don't, no, we do need to, I'm thinking of the last game. So my thoughts are between Kit and Albion, which you've already used. So no, that's actually not it. So Kit, Cartesia, or Quim. Based on my hand, Cartesia's no-go. Quim is okay, but Kit grabbing me Branded Fusion I think is better. I think Kit is more of a highball move, and you know me. I always high roll it. Let's McFucking do it. So we're gonna go for Mirror Jade here pretty cleanly, yep. Shuffle back, good stuff. Bringing out the Mirror Jade. The Jade of Mirror, love it. Saronir then get milling, which is nice. So we can mill a few things here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna mill a branded, the Bestial Lobelion potentially. Let's send Regain to the grave. Yeah, let's send Regain. Because the Kit is going to help us go into the Albion, which is going to set up our Lobelion, which is going to allow us to get a whole bunch of shit, right? So I think that's going to be worth it. So we're going to go Kit. Kit's going to shuffle back Tactics in exchange for Branded Fusion. So that's pretty good. Send back the Tactics. Activating the Branded Fusion. We're going to get Fusion summoning here. Sending for our... We could send for Albion the Shrouded Dragon, which I do think is the right play. Albion's going to send, of course, Fallen of Albaz, plus the Lubellion. Fusion Shokan. And Albion the Branded Dragon, which is great. Albion the Branded Dragon now can Fusion Summon again. This time into what exactly? Let's activate. Let's just see what our options are. Let me see. So we've got Predaplant. I don't really want to do Predaplant because that would take up one of our fusions. So that's a no-go. Titaniclad's a decent option because it confuses with the Saronir in our graveyard, which isn't like doing us a lot of favors right now. So that's an option. Sprind is an okay option because it goes with our Kit. Lobelion we've already used. Albalonatus doesn't do much. And Rindbrum. Rindbrum is honestly better. Yeah, let's do Rindbrum. Actually, that's a no-brainer. I forgot how good Rindbrum is. Because doesn't that let us, because that can allow us to negate our own Mirror Jade, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'm going to feel silly if that isn't how this works, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it, because we can send Titaniclad to the grave here. Then we can Rindbrum to negate. Right? And we're not returning a card. And then that should still be live for next turn. Yeah. And now we get the Quem coming out. Oh my god. This is good. Oh, this is a good board. Okay, this is it. This is exactly what we're talking about. So we get the Lobelion, setting up our Branded Beast. Right there. We've got the Ash Blossom, and during the end phase, our Branded Beast is going to activate. We're going to set up our Branded Regained, which is sick. We've got Titaniclad, which is going to set up our Quem. I guess it could also do Ecclesia, but I think Quem is probably better. So we're going to special summon Quem to the field. Excellent. Quem then's going to mill a Fallen of Albaz, so we can Fusion Summon during our opponent's turn. We definitely... Yeah, that's banished, so that's no good to me. So yeah, let's mill one. Then we're going to use Albion to set up another interruption of our choosing. We can actually go for Retribution here. Retribution's a really powerful card to have on the field, because not only do I get a negate during my opponent's turn, it also gives me follow-up during my turn again. So this is peak branded right here. This is peak branded. Love to see it. Alright, let's see what our opponent can actually do about this. I don't think it's going to be much. Yugi Moto with the Slifer icon, the Dark Magician background. Oh, seeming to be playing... could be, technically, could still be Dragon Link. So, let's not make any presumptions here. So they're going to go for that. They're going to... Okay, they're going to grab Drissworm. See, that's a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have negated that, actually. Damn it. Because they can banish my Fallen of Albaz here. They could banish the Fallen of Albaz, which would be super annoying. It wouldn't be the end of the world, though, because we would be able to bring back Albion off of Quem and then tribute off Albion with Branded Beast, pop a card, and then we would, we would still have a lot of plays. Okay, it's Dragon Link. That's good to know. Very good to know indeed. Okay, that's actually sick. Right, we're going to use Branded Regain's effect. We're going to shuffle back that Lobelion. We're going to draw one. We're going to use Branded Regain's second effect to target the Bestial Saronir, just to see if he takes the bait with the Dressworm here. I think he will. I think he will. No, he does not take the bait. Okay, very interesting. Got it. You're the boss. That temporarily clogs up our Quem, but I'm not. Again, I don't mind that much. I think that's fine. Okay. All right. All right. Perfect. Going into Striker. All right. Striker is Striker Chainlink 1, Collapse up in Chainlink 2. That's fine. I'm not doing anything about any of this. This is all good. Grabbing the White Dragon, soon to be banned. Soon to be banned. This strategy is not going to work in less than 2 weeks. So we'll see how Dragon Link copes with the ban list changes. Again, they're losing quite a bit. Especially these sort of 40 card versions. I think they're definitely going to need to think of a new core for their deck, because their current core, the Chaos Cypher core, it's really just not going to be happening. I'm going to be honest. It's just not going to be happening. This is fine. I can only imagine they're going to go in the Ravine here. And then we're just going to pop the Ravine with Beast. And then, I don't know. Unless you, like, just have Absol Router raw in hand. Like, I don't think I care too much. Going for the Dressworm. Makes sense. Banished into Fallen of Albaz. I guess we could actually protect it using Retribution. You know what? Honestly? Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. And the only reason I'm doing that is because if the Dressworm hits the field, he's just going to go into Chaos Angel and try to banish one of my cards. So basically this stops the Chaos Angel and it stops him from removing my Albaz, which means I can save my Mirror Jade for something else later in the turn. So I think that was definitely worth it. Because otherwise I would have had the Mirror Jade banish that, and that wouldn't be, the value wouldn't be there for that. So I think that's actually super worth. So now we're just waiting to see if our opponent has another. I mean, they do, right? They're playing Dragon Link. The whole point of their deck is that they do shit. Okay, gonna summon Assault Synchron. Assault Synchron. Can I take advantage of that? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and cheese this. I'm gonna try cheesing. This is probably a bad play. Let me preface this. This is almost certainly a bad play. However, I might be able to cheese this guy with the Synchro Lock, and that would be pretty funny. And at the end of the day, I will always do the thing that is funny over the thing that is good. It just brings me joy. Shinobi Necro, okay. Still not usable. You can't link summon. You're locked in the synchros. Yes, we did. We cheesed the Synchro Lock. Get fucked, idiot. Alright, let's get into the deck list. And this is it. This is the deck we were using there. Again, is it perfect? Probably not. There's a few cards that could be changed. There's a few things that could be done. I feel like it's hard to, like, pin down a perfect Branded list, because I think Branded is just so strong and so versatile that it doesn't really matter how you build it. You're always going to have some level of success, right? So I feel like, again, I would like to shave this down a little bit more. I would like to maybe... perhaps we're running too many traps. Maybe we need to cut one of these two. Maybe we need to cut the Ecclesia. I think Ecclesia's funny, but I don't think it's super good. So we could probably cut the Ecclesia down. We could likely cut one of these traps. As much as I love the Branded King, we could probably get rid of it. Yeah, trying to make our way closer to 50 would be ideal, would be optimal, I think. What else could we drop? We could probably drop Drool down by 1. Drop the Fallen of Albaz to 2. And now we're basically at 50, right? Now we can probably just drop either one of these two. Maybe branded in white or branded in red. Maybe we don't need both of these cards. I would sooner drop branded in... both are really good. Let's drop branded in white. So maybe something like this is closer to an optimal list. I honestly don't know. I think so many of these cards are super fucking good. I think so many of them are really good that it's hard to judge. So again, here's just my thoughts, my list. Again, if you want an actual big detailed breakdown of branded, or at least something approximating the list we're using today, you are going to see a link above my head at the end of the video. So again, if you're interested, you want to go and see the full deck breakdown, absolutely click the link right above me right now. I don't have anything else to say for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, of course. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to catch more content as it comes out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.